Jun She, Yuan Xing, Yue Mei Zhu, That concludes the master's degree graduates. Please join with me in congratulating them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Jeff Perry, will now introduce the doctoral graduands.
Ladies and gentlemen, doctoral degrees are the pre-eminent qualification the university can confer and represents the highest level of academic endeavour as a student. It is the result of years of focused research and granted as an original contribution to the state of knowledge. Chancellor, it is now my pleasure to present the doctoral graduands of the university. I will read the name of the graduand and then I will read the title of the dissertation. Please hold your applause until I've finished the title of the dissertation. Doctor of Philosophy, Iqbal Mahmood, High Involvement Work Processes, Trust and Employee Engagement, the mediating role of perceptions of organisational justice and politics. Doctor of Philosophy, Jeremy Nigel Morrow, the implementation of authentic strategy in service organisations, the case of environmental strategies. Doctor of Philosophy, Katrin Schaefer, towards sustainability as flourishing, the role social entrepreneurs' metacognition plays in shaping transformational change. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the doctoral graduates. Please join with me in congratulating them. I now ask the new doctors to join the stage party. Please follow the marshal to your reserved seats. Graduates, you have received your qualification today, a qualification that you have earned by dedication to your studies. I would like you now to acknowledge the support and encouragement you received from your family and friends, many of whom are in the audience behind you. Please stand and show your appreciation by doffing your caps and giving them a round of applause. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fatoumata Ba, a graduate of the Bachelor of Business degree and the Bachelor of Health Science, will respond on behalf of the student body.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم malolele talofalava ni hao namaste annyeonghaseyo kia ora ko garabundowol ko te dolagawi toko iwi, ko fulani toko hapu, ko mangere toko maunga, ko Purunui Reserve toko awa, ko Haja Aista toko mama, ko Alajikaba toko papa, ko Fatoumata aho. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Distinguished guests, the Vice-Chancellor, deans and academics, friends and families present here today and joining us online. It is an absolute privilege and honour to give the response on behalf of the student body and the AUT Business School Winter Graduation Class of 2019. I would like to first and foremost congratulate my fellow peers and graduates on your accomplishments today and the long journey that has led us all here. While our paths were all different, the struggles were real and certainly relatable. From the tears shed to the all-nighters, endless coffees and energy drinks, the adrenaline rush of submitting an assignment minutes or seconds for those of us who like to live on the edge before the deadline. Not to mention that great, beautiful promise and lie we made to ourselves that we would never again start an assignment late or submit it later, only to commit the crime the following week. Collectively, we have overcome many obstacles and challenges. And if we were being a little honest, most of them were self-inflicted, but others were genuinely out of our control, simply life playing out. The reality is, most, if not all of us, have worn several hats throughout our journey. In addition to being students, we are working part-time or full-time, volunteering on campus or within the wider community. Some of us are even mothers and fathers, and I would like to acknowledge the graduates today who are also parents. Congratulations, you are the real MVP. There is an African proverb that states, "It takes a village to raise a child," and I am sure my fellow graduates would agree with me that it has taken multiple villages to help us walk across the stage today. As we celebrate our achievements, we must also acknowledge those villages. To my mama and baba, and all the mothers and fathers present today, joining us online, whether in this world or another, thank you. Thank you, Mama, for allowing me to get away with not doing the dishes and my chores during exam time, although I am sure you can easily argue that my contribution was minimum in the first place. Thank you to the aunts, uncles, cousins, best friends, mentors, and role models for your unyielding love, continued support, and words of encouragement and advice. Thank you also for being real and reminding us to bite the bullet when we doubted ourselves or we thought that we could not continue. Thank you to my mentors and role models, Ben, Agnes, Sina, Jody, Belinda, Dr. Blacklock, Lotofuli, and Victoria. In terms of the AUT Village, I would like to thank the Dean of the Business Faculty, Kate Cairns, for the numerous opportunities that have been provided to students outside of the classroom. I would also like to thank Serena and the team at the Employability Lab for the significant support and the important work that they do. You are the icing to the cake, without which we would not be complete. Thank you to the Oceania Leadership Network, to the Student Support Services, Anna and the Disability Student Support Team, and the Student Hub advisors, including the legendary George Kamani, and also Diversity Manager Lian Hong. At times, we may have considered them as foes, but today they are friends. We thank our lecturers and tutors for their tough love and extra support and guidance that they have provided to us over the years. In particular, I would like to thank Targo, Nimbus, Prabhash, Smita, Abraham, Sue, Associate Professor Jason Landon, Pani, Charmaine, Lisa, and Tracy, for the passion that they brought to the classrooms and their unique teaching styles, which has undoubtedly inspired many students, including myself. To my boss, Andy, thank you for your understanding, sympathy, and support, especially during tough times with numerous assignments all seemingly due at the same time. To all of the supportive managers, supervisors, or employers who have shown compassion from all of us, I sincerely thank you. Thank you also to the numerous scholarship providers within AUT and external organizations for believing in our potential and for backing it up with your financial support. I would like to thank Sir Robert Jones and AUT for my scholarship, but also to the Refugees as Survivors New Zealand team for their never-ending care and support. Thank you, Dr. Anne Hood, Irina, Jill, Kirsty, Diana, Stephanie, and Susan. On behalf of those of us with the student loan, I would also like to thank the government. Because access to an education is indeed a right, but it is first and foremost a privilege. And though we may not feel it now or in the coming years as we slowly chip away at our loans, it is also a privilege to have an interest-free student loan, and for that, we should be thankful. We also acknowledge today the naysayers, the haters, individuals who saw us as nothing more than a number, a risk factor, a statistic. Individuals who could not look beyond the labels and stereotypes placed upon us by society. The individuals who did not have the creativity or optimism to imagine or believe that we could one day fulfill our potential and achieve our dreams. Not only have we risen to the challenge, but we have today proven you wrong as we walked across the stage. Although your intentions may have been untoward, we thank you nonetheless for being a source of motivation and for strengthening our character and building our resolve and resilience. For it is both our failures and successes simultaneously that has allowed us to be here today. And as we go into the workforce, further academia, or in general life, I hope that we won't fear failure, but rather we fail smartly, learning from the experience and celebrating it just as much as we would celebrate our successes. While our academic journey has formally come to an end with AUT today, our lifelong journey of learning continues. However, as you look back upon your time and journey at AUT, I hope you look upon it with fondness. I hope you picked up on a few lessons that will stay with you forever. Two of those memorable lessons for me include: one, correlation does not imply nor equate to causation. And two, you cannot have critical thinking without the analysis, evaluation, or even consideration of sources that disagree with or questions your point. We can have contentious and critical debate with respect, ensuring freedom of speech is upheld without crossing the fine borders of hate speech. More important than the lessons learned, I hope that you have had the opportunity to create lifelong friendships with your fellow graduates and lecturers. He aha te mea nui o te o, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in the world? It is the people, it is the people, it is the people. To the AUT Business School winter graduation class of 2019, I pray that as you leave AUT, you go wow, with courage, curiosity, critical insight, and with the agency to make the changes in the community and the world, and to lead with passion, kindness, and araha in both your personal and professional lives. Nā mihi mo tō manaakitanga mai, mi hoki mai anō, hi kono mai. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor of the Auckland University of Technology, John Marsland.
Before starting, can I pay tribute to Fatoumata for her words today? I think if I was to listen to so many student speeches at these graduation ceremonies, all of them are excellent, but Fatoumata, yours was really quite superb. You gave, I think, a feeling of yourself and of your involvement with the university, which I think could not be unchallenged. It was magnificent, and I think it pointed out superbly the role that people like yourself have played in a But this is one of those special occasions where I, as Chancellor, have the opportunity to both be with you as individuals as you walked across the stage and speak to you as graduate members of this university. It's therefore a delight and a privilege to be able, on behalf of the university, to congratulate each and every one of you on becoming graduates of the Auckland University of Technology. May I also say a few words to your families who are here rejoicing in your success today. While my children graduated some years ago, I still know something of the feeling that you are all experiencing today as I attend grandchildren's prize givings. So you, the parents, grandparents, wives, husbands of the graduates, I know that your presence here today gives you the wonderful opportunity of sharing in the joy of their success. In her speech, Fatumata also let you know some of the trials and tribulations of getting to this stage. But to all of you, remind yourselves, you've now achieved a certificate or a degree of whatever level, bachelor, master's or doctorate, which will set you on your career choice or strengthen what you're already doing. After all, some of you will be already fully employed, but for most of you, now comes the real world. You've had two excellent speeches today. Our guest speaker in what she directed to you and some of the ideas she gave you, and our student speaker. Hold them in your memories. They're well worthwhile. But before facing that real exciting but potentially scary world, reflect on today's ceremony, recorded in your memory as being a very special part of your life's education, and share your joy with your families and friends. This is a time when you can be proud of yourselves and do what we don't do enough of: celebrate success. For these ceremonies are for us too, in particular for those people behind me, a highlight of the university calendar. As a university, we're extraordinarily proud of our graduates because we know you leave us skilled in using and adapting to the most relevant technologies and knowledge, and are thus able to make an immediate contribution in your chosen careers. In leaving us also, you'll be contributing to AUT's reputation, which is based not only on the quality and relevance of our qualifications, but most importantly, on the quality of you, our graduates, who now are adding to our growing alumni numbers. As Jeff mentioned earlier on, as New Zealand's second largest university, our alumni numbers are growing rapidly. After all, some 2,000 of you will be graduating at ceremonies this week. But although in a university since year 2000, as an organisation we have a long history as a tertiary institution, and therefore you stand alongside those alumni who passed through our previous iterations, SED Memorial Technical College, ATI and AIT. We look forward to you remaining in contact with the university as precious alumni, who we hope continue to reflect on your achievements here. Of course, I'm always aware that there are some of you who are proposing to stay with us to engage in further study and research. We'll continue to watch your progress, taking pleasure in your continuing success, and celebrating with you when you graduate with a further qualification. So to each and every one of you, our 2019 winter graduates, the University Council joins with me in congratulating you and thanking you for choosing to study at AUT. We wish you all the very best for the future. So now, go and celebrate well. You've earned it.
Please stand for the national anthem, which will be led by Callista Ferreira. Please remove your caps, hats, trenchers. Thank you.
God of nations, at thy feet, in the bonds of love we meet. Hear our voices, we entreat. God defend
We are now coming towards the close of the formal ceremony. The Auckland University of Technology thanks you for sharing this very important celebration with us. I now ask you to remain standing until the official party has left the auditorium. Can you lead off?